Welcome, everybody, to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the horror mystery remake, reboot, redo, whatever. It's The Grudge hitting store shelves, along with the war drama 1917, the horror thriller Come to Daddy. And you also have Scream Factory releasing a collector's edition Blu-ray of the 1986 horror film April Fool's Day, and Shout Select is releasing a collector's edition Blu-ray of the coming-of-age video game comedy The Wizard, plus much more. So let's see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are in at Walmart here with this display for 1917. Nice, look at that. Really great display right here. Really like that a lot. Really awesome, man. I like that with sort of the 1917 best war movies since Saving Private Ryan. Really nice little display here for 1917. Not bad at all, guys. And the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of 1917 for $22.96. They have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $27.96. And they also have the DVD over here for $17.96. Now, I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime. I miss it in the theaters. That really sucks because I was planning on seeing it, but certain circumstances came in the way. I wasn't able to see it in the theater, so I had to wait till now. And wow, man, this is an amazing film, dude. It is really absolutely incredible. It's basically about sort of the First World War and the British soldiers, and that these two soldiers are tasked to find this battalion that's going into battle, but they're walking into an ambush, and they have to get this message across to them through this perilous journey that they have to take through war-torn areas and trying to survive to give them this message. And it's such an amazing movie. The filmmaking here is absolutely stunning, amazing. The acting is fantastic here. It's a beautifully made film. The war scenes are really effective here. Everything is really amazing with this film, man. And is it the best war film since Saving Private Ryan? Tough to say. I think it's one of the best ones since Saving Private Ryan. Is it the best? Well, that's up to you guys to let me know. But I think the movie is absolutely amazing. It's stunning. It's thrilling. It's dramatic. It's everything that I was hoping for this movie and more. And it really shows the haunting side of war and also the beauty of it as well. And what I mean by that is that there's certain moments where, the bombs aren't going off and, they're not being shot at. And you just see the beauty of the war-torn landscapes and find the beauty in the small details. It's so amazing what they were able to accomplish with this movie, man. I kind of find the more we get away from these sort of time periods, doing period storytelling tends to get a little bit more tougher. And seeing a movie like 1917 and how hard they had to work to make this a reality really just makes me appreciate this movie even more. This is a really great war movie, honestly. Fantastic, guys. If you guys have not checked it out, please do it. It's absolutely phenomenal. Edge of your seat, really dramatic. I was tearing up at times. I was fearing for these soldiers' lives. It really affected me in a big bad way. I really love this movie quite a bit, and I think you guys would definitely enjoy it, especially if you love war movies like Saving Private Ryan or Tora Tora, Patton, stuff like that. I think you're really going to like 1917 quite a bit, man. So definitely give this one a look, man. There is no exclusives here, just the regular stuff here, DVD, 4K, Blu-ray, nothing really crazy here, but again, a really amazing movie and definitely one that deserved a nomination for Best Picture, no doubt in my mind, guys. Really, really great and cool display. Didn't really think we were going to get one here for Walmart, but not bad, man. Not bad at all. All right. Let's see what else they got. All right, everybody, we're in this section of Walmart, and hey, they don't have any of the other new releases. Not Come to Daddy, not The Grudge, only that display over there for 1917. Yeah, hate to say it, guys, this Walmart sometimes feast or famine. Most of the time it's famine, but hey, we at least saw that display for 1917, not half bad. But as I said, this Walmart it seems to always be a week behind, because this Walmart now has Superman Red Son with the Blu-ray, and also that only a Walmart DVD. They also have the Blu-ray digital of Richard Jewell, the DVD as well here. So they are catch up, but it's about a week or so time between they actually do and don't. But what I am noticing here, and I wonder whether you guys notice it as well, is I'm seeing all of these movies now, all the Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, whatnot, they're all in these cases now. They're all there. Now, not all of them exactly, but majority of them are all in these sort of plastic cases. Now, I don't know whether it's because of the coronavirus that they have these in these cases, just so that people aren't handling them all the time who may or may not be sick, or it may be to do with theft. Because I've heard from some of you guys previously talking about how Walmart has changed up the way they display the movies. Some people have them in these sort of glass cases that, you know, you have to get an associate in order to open up the case for you to get the movie that you want. And now this Walmart is sort of doing these sort of plastic cases now to sort of cover the movies. Again, it may be curbing theft. It may be to deal with the coronavirus. It's possible. So that's what they're kind of doing, guys. But as I say, most of them do have sort of the plastic cover on them. Not all, though. Not all of them. Like, again, some of these ones don't have the plastic covers on them. Maybe they just haven't had enough of them yet. But, yeah, so they are having this sort of plastic cover stuff here, even on some of the 4Ks as well that we showed as well. They do have some of these on there with the plastic cases as well. So, yeah, they have this stuff going on. Again, it should just be for precaution's sake, but that's just what I was noticing. I was curious what you guys thought about that. Definitely let me know, man. Other than that, yeah, that's about it, man. I hate to say it, but not much more to really show off, man. Yeah, hate to say it, but it is the truth. But, yeah, but, at least we got to see one thing. Not bad. All right. Let's head out. Truth be told, guys, I was not expecting to see anything at this Walmart. I really wasn't. So the fact that we got to see at least that display with 1917 is not bad, considering that this Walmart sometimes is not all that great anymore, and usually they're about a week behind. So next week, expect to see The Grudge there, and expect to see some of the other releases. Just this week, not happening. But I gotta tell you guys that this Walmart is a dead zone, dude. This is a major dead zone of a Walmart, man. There's barely anybody walking around here. People are just getting the essentials and going home, and I get it. Flattening the curve, I understand it. You know, you don't want to get anybody sick. I'm trying to stay about 6 feet apart from people the best I can, man, while doing this. I wasn't really even thinking I was gonna do this video this week, but I was like, yeah, I still want to try to go out and show some of the movies for you guys. It may be a short video compared to some of the longer ones we have been doing, but I still wanted to try to come out here and show stuff the best I possibly can, guys. But, yeah, it's a dead zone here. People are definitely staying home in a big, bad way, man, and I completely understand why, man. There is way more important things than movies, but, you know, I still wanted to come out and see what the stores had to offer for sure, man. But, you know, could have been a lot better here at Walmart, but, hey, at least we got to see one thing, and for this Walmart, that ain't half bad. All right, man, hope you enjoyed it. Let's head to the next location and see what we can find. All right, everybody, we are at our second location, Target, and this is really tough times right now. Honestly, it really is. We're in really tough times at this moment, and you know, when you look at physical media, when you look at movies, it's escapism, it's taking your mind off of things, at the same time, with all these businesses that are closing and with everything that's going on right now, physical media is not really all that important in the grand scheme. Really, honestly, it's the truth. It's really not, guys. And I can't blame a company like Walmart, especially the one I go to usually, for not putting out the stock a lot of times, or maybe not having the stock in when they should, because we're dealing with a global pandemic. The rules don't apply like they normally would, guys. So, sometimes you may have to give some of these companies a little bit of a slack when maybe normally we shouldn't, because they're focused on other things. They're focused on getting the toilet paper out there, getting the food out there, getting the paper towels, the essentials. I mean, not that I don't consider physical media an essential, but it's not like it's like the number one priority, put it that way, guys. So I can't quite blame the Walmart that I go to, quite frankly. But then again, you guys know that it hasn't been that great in a while anyways. But as far as this Target is concerned, I got to admit, man, they've been really good at carrying the physical media. They really honestly have. Even though we're in a pandemic, it's sometimes some of these companies are business as usual, and with Target, we're definitely seeing the physical media, which I'm really thankful that we still get to see it. Because, not gonna lie, as we're getting deeper into this pandemic and more people are getting sick and a lot of people are staying home and the economy is starting to crash, there's points where I say, well shit, we're not gonna see anything on these out and abouts. But Target is a really great shining light right now of still keeping up with the physical media, still keeping up with the major releases. So I'm hoping we see some cool stuff this week. I'm not really sure about exclusive-wise exactly, especially with Target here, but I could be wrong. But, I mean, we'll definitely go and check it out, guys. So, well, pandemic or no, let's see what Target has in store for us this week. All right, everybody, we are in a Target here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Digital of 1917 for $27.99, the Blu-ray DVD and Digital for $22.99, and the DVD for $17.99. Now, I gotta give a lot of love to Sam Mendes here, because Sam Mendes is such a really interesting and fascinating director, man. I was thinking of a lot of projects that he's done, like, some of the high-profile ones like American Beauty or Road to Perdition, Revolutionary Road, movies like that. There's also some really cool ones that he also directed that I don't know whether people really know much about. Like, there's one called Away We Go with John Krasinski, which is actually not a bad movie. I actually quite like that one a lot. He also directed Skyfall and Spectre, which I, of course, prefer Skyfall way more than Spectre, but he's a filmmaker who does a lot of interesting movies, a lot of dramas, a little bit of action, but he's not sort of the guy that you would think would do, like, a flat-out World War I war film. But interesting, I was doing some research on this movie, and he based a lot of this, or a lot of the stories, on, I believe, his grandfather, who was in World War I believe, if I'm not mistaken, who told him stories about his war experiences, and he dedicated the movie to his grandfather, which is actually really touching and really interesting. And it's just a really bold and interesting movie, man. I mean, like I said, we see a lot of World War II films, which is really interesting. We see a lot of those type of movies like Thin Red Line and Saving Private Ryan and stuff like that in nature, but really there's not a lot of World War I war movies. Really, there's not. Few and far between. I mean, there's movies that have sort of stuff like that in the background, like, like the Winston Churchill biopics, stuff like that. But, there is the occasional one, like there's that great documentary, They Shall Not Grow Old, that Peter Jackson did, which is absolutely phenomenal. Like, you want to dive into a really great sort of World War I documentary, that is absolutely fascinating. Of course, there's also stuff like Dunkirk, of course, to check out as well. And Dunkirk, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Dunkirk, and I have to admit that, I've sort of loosened on the film a little bit. It's not the film I wanted, but I really enjoyed it. I think 1917 is a better movie than Dunkirk. I'm sure you guys are going to rail me for that one, but that's just sort of my thought behind it. But I mean, if you really think about it, World War One doesn't get represented nearly as much as World War Two does, but World War One still has a lot of wonderful drama and a lot of really intrigue and historical importance that I'm glad movies like 1917 still chronicle. I don't know how much more sort of World War One stories we're really gonna get. Like I said, the more we get away from this stuff, sort of the less that these stories are being told. So 1917 is really important, but yeah, definitely give it a chance, guys. By far, definitely do it, man. Great film, dude. Really amazing. Then over here, I am seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of The Grudge, the Untold Chapter for $22.99. They also have the DVD for $19.99. God damn it, man. God motherfucking damn it. Jesus. Ah, look, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is not a good movie, dude. Oh, dude, man. I missed it in the theaters. I got a chance to watch it on Amazon Prime. And I really wanted to like it. I'm not gonna lie. I really did, dude. Because I remember watching the original Grudge film, sort of the Japanese original one, Ju-on, years and years and years ago. And that was such an amazing movie, dude. Really blew me away. Scared the living crap out of me. It really did. I thought it was really effective. And then I watched the remake, the American remake with Sarah Michelle Gellar, which honestly I actually think is not a bad movie, to be honest with you. I think it's actually pretty decent. Some people don't like it, but I actually thought it was pretty good. And then they did Grudge 2, which I saw bits and pieces of, but I didn't see it all. And then Grudge 3, which I never saw, and I had no interest in that one. And then I thought, okay, they sort of burned their bridge. We're never going to see another one of these, thank God. And, what's the why? Why remake it? And then we have this that came out. And now, I did look this up, and apparently this movie is not exactly a reboot or a remake, but what it does is that it takes place between the events of Grudge 1 and Grudge 2. Whatever, man. Dude, watching this movie was so much of a chore, and it was a bore. Because the problem is this movie is not scary. It's very dull. It takes all the great moments from the first Grudge film and the Ju-on stuff, and it just regurgitates it into this substandard movie that isn't really effective, and that's the problem. I mean, whether it's the whole thing of, the creepy fingers coming out of the head, or the whole thing with the bathtub, it just doesn't have the same kind of haunting flavor and the same type of chilling, horrific factor that the other Grudge films had, especially the original Ju-on and the first Grudge film. It just doesn't. I hate to say it, but it's the truth, man. God, this one was really, it was just a really limp dick version of a Grudge film. It really is. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it really is bad, dude. And the movie, it goes across like many timelines with many different characters. You never really get to know anybody or care for them. The whole like scariness and everything, it's not really effective. It's those sort of cheap jump scares. It doesn't really work. Yeah, I couldn't get invested in any of the characters or the scares. It just, to me, this movie really fell flat, and there's just no point in making this film. There was just no point at all. They had the property, and they said, hey, we're gonna make The Grudge. Why not? Because, what the hell? We have the property, and why not just make another one? That's just what I don't like. Make it because you want to tell a good story. Don't make it because you have the property and you just decide, oh, hey, we need to make a little money and keep the property going. So why the hell not? Like that's bull crap, dude. It's the same crap with the Black Christmas remake that I railed against last week, dude. The same thing, dude. And this is the exact same garbage, dude. Give me something original. Give me an original horror film. Originality, man. Like I said, that first Ju-on, the first Grudge remake, those were good ones. I really enjoyed them. But seeing stuff like this is just like, with so many really great horror films that are out there now, why? Why in God's name are we remaking garbage? Put out more original stuff. Put out unique stuff that people want to check out and find and give some love to. Not this. Not this garbage, dude. That's just my honest opinion. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think of this, but ooh, yeah, I did not like this one, man. This one was bad. Really, really bad, dude. Ooh, yeah, stay far away from this one. Watch the original. Watch the remake, which I still think is really good, man. Definitely do, but ooh, stay away from this one, man. By far. The hell away from that one. And then over on the side here, guys, I'm seeing they have this only at Target exclusive for a Harry Potter 8 film collection. It doesn't exactly say what the price is on there, so I don't really know, but interesting. Sort of here's the cover of it. Like I said, only at Target. It comes with 4 Hogwarts Iron-On patches. And it's an 8-disc DVD set. Not bad. I haven't seen this here before. I don't know whether this is brand new or whether it's been around for a while, but this is the first time I'm really seeing it. Not bad. You get all of the movies, obviously. I don't know whether this comes with any of the special features or not. It looks like it might be just the movies. I gotta admit, I really love the Harry Potter series. I really do. I know some people sort of consider them like just kids' films and sort of shrug off the series, but I actually think these are really great films for adults as well. I really get into all of these films, and I really love how each film sort of matures over the last one. I think the acting here is really great. I love the special effects here, the stories. I think they're really well adapted from the books. I really love this one quite a bit. This series is really a great sort of fantasy one, not only for kids to enjoy, but adults alike. I really enjoy this one quite a bit. My favorite, though, ooh, that's tough, man. I'm going to say my favorite is the Goblet of Fire. I really love the Goblet of Fire quite a bit, man. But I love all of them, dude. And I really do like the Sorcerer's Stone as well. I think Sorcerer's Stone is a really good sort of beginning of the series. The actors sort of grew into their roles really well. Everybody does a phenomenal job here. All the directors and everybody who really brought this world to life. So amazing, man. I don't know about this 8-disc DVD set, though. I mean, I know there is a couple of Blu-ray sets out there for the series, and I have a feeling that we're just going to see a lot more of these Harry Potter collection sets over the years, man, with them doing more sort of Harry Potter universe-style stuff, like the Fantastic Beasts, and I heard sort of rumors that they're going to do another Harry Potter movie in the future as well, with sort of Harry, Ron, and Hermione being sort of older versions of their characters and their kids' adventures. And I've heard a lot of things, so I kind of would be hesitant to buy an 8-film collection unless you just like these movies and that's all you like. Then maybe give it a chance. But we're just going to see a lot more box sets like a Harry Potter film collection. These type of movies get new releases almost every year, if not every 2 years, man. They get releases constantly, so if you're not into this, definitely you may be into the next set. Who knows, man? So they definitely have that one right there. Not bad releases this week. I mean, mind you, they're missing maybe 1 or 2 things, but obviously they have a little bit more than Walmart. Not half bad, man. All right, let's head out. Okay, it's not really all that tremendous here at Target this week, but they did have a little bit more than Walmart, and you got to give it to them for that, man. I knew this week definitely wasn't going to be exclusives, at least on the Target end of things. I was maybe hoping for something for 1917, but not so much. It was cool, though, to see that Harry Potter film collection set. Like I said, I'm not sure whether that's new or older, but Hadn't seen it here before, so definitely wanted to show that off to you guys, man. Not bad this week again. Here at Target is the same thing. It's completely dead here, man. I mean, again, just like Walmart, it is a complete and utter dead zone here for sure, man. Nothing really new to show off. Other than a couple of the big releases that came in. I was hoping to see Come to Daddy, but I was sort of half and half on whether Target would have it. Well, guess it didn't have it, guys. But other than that, man, not terrible here. Still some stuff to check out for sure. And an exclusive that I definitely wasn't expecting. Not half bad, guys. Alright, well, not abundance here, but on the slower end of a release week for sure. Alright, let's head to the next location. See what they got. All right, everybody. We are at our next location, our next stop along the way in this out and about adventure. And, well, it's not Best Buy, at least not yet. And you might have guessed it, guys. Yes, another trip to Walmart. The Walmart that I try to film at, try to get in, get out, and do my filming and go. This Walmart has had some really great selections so far, a lot of really great indie titles that we have not seen at the other place. I'm wondering what else came out this week. I know it's a slower release week, but you never know if there may have been an indie title or two to check out, so let's go and give it a whirl. Hopefully we'll find something good. Let's check it out. Ooh, and now we are in this Walmart, guys, and I'm seeing they do have the Blu-ray digital of The Grudge for $19.96 and the DVD for $17.96 over here. Of course, 1917 as well. No other new releases over in this section. Let's see what else they got. And then over on this side, guys, we have these sort of nature documentaries that have these limited edition, looks like Walmart slipcovers. It says collect all 6 of them. So they have Blue Planet 2. They have Dynasties right here. They have that. They have that. They have Blu-ray 3D DVD of Enchanted Kingdom. So that's actually a 3D version of the documentary for $9.96. That's actually not a bad price at all. They have that. They have Frozen Planet. They also have Planet Earth 2. And they have Serengeti. So these ones are all limited editions. Collect all 6 of them. If you're into nature documentaries, actually not a bad deal. Most of them are $14.96, $12.96, $9.96, $9.96, $14.96, somewhere around there, man. Not bad, actually. And really cool covers, actually. Very nice. I know some of you are really into these nature documentaries, so if you are, Walmart definitely has your fix right here. They also have over here the DVD of Treadstone Season 1 for $22.96 from the world of Jason Bourne. Didn't really know this was coming out this week, I gotta admit, man. Now, I've heard of this show. I knew this show was happening, but I'd never seen any single episode of it. I've seen all the Jason Bourne movies, and I have to admit that I do love those first 3, so I am going to defend those. I think those first 3 are really fantastic. Those first 3 are absolutely amazing and awesome, and Matt Damon is kick-ass in it. And then I thought the story was over, right? And then they ended up doing that Jason Bourne spin-off with Jeremy Renner, and I did not care for that. I thought that was real weak sauce. I really did. I did not care for that one whatsoever, man. That one was not really great to me. It felt sort of Bourne light, and I really didn't like it, man. And then they ended up actually doing that 4th Jason Bourne movie with Matt Damon, and I didn't even like that one either, because I didn't really like the story that they did with Bourne, and it kind of felt like it was just, like, sort of like, you know how certain, like, shows or, like, movies end with, like, a trilogy, and you're happy with the ending, and then the next film happens, and you're like, it's just one too many? That's what Bourne felt like to me, man. So I kind of felt like after that movie kind of didn't do so well at the box office, we wouldn't get any more Bourne. But here we are with more Jason Bourne, man, with Treadstone. Obviously, it's not Jason Bourne. It's obviously the company Treadstone and the operatives and everything. It's interesting. I like the idea. I like the concept of it. Looking at the agents outside of Jason Bourne and their adventures and how they got manipulated by the company. It's interesting idea. Is it a good action series? Is the action good? Is the characters good? Is it engaging? Is it as kick-ass as the original Jason Bourne movies? That's what I kind of want to know. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think. Spies aren't born. They're made. Interesting. I mean, like I said, I like those Bourne movies. I like the whole idea of this agency that's making these spies and manipulating them and changing who they are and their identities. And I like that concept, and I think it's a cool idea for a show, but I'm not quite sure if it worked or not. Like I said, I don't have cable, so I didn't check out Treadstone. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Let me know what you think of that one. They also over here have the Blu-ray digital of Come to Daddy right here. Elijah Wood right here, baby. Nice. I'm so glad we actually got to see this one because I got to check this one out on Amazon Prime, man. And I really enjoy this one, dude. You know, I always kind of look forward to what Elijah Wood does nowadays because he reminds me a lot of somebody like Daniel Radcliffe, who did these sort of kid-friendly movies, these epic fantasy stuff, and I think everyone thought he was going to stay in that realm, and then he does these weird sort of horror drama movies that you're kind of like, wow, he completely did a 180 and completely changed his trajectory, and I really appreciate that from Elijah Wood. He just does some really interesting stuff. If you guys have never seen a movie like Maniac, definitely do it. He did an amazing job in that movie, dude. And this one is very interesting. He basically plays this guy who gets this letter from his father, and he's concerned about him, and he goes visits him, and something's not right, and then stuff happens. I really don't want to give away anything, dude, because if I say anything more, it's going to spoil it, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But the movie is really genuinely interesting, suspenseful, thrilling. It's funny at times. Like, Elijah Wood is really funny here as well. There's twists and turns that you don't see coming. I think it's really fun, dude. I really like this one a lot. He's great in here. All the actors do a really great job here, man. And I just love checking out Elijah Wood films now. Just the odd stuff that he does now. He's so into horror, dude. I would never think somebody like Elijah Wood is into horror, but he really is, dude. And this is a genuinely fun and interesting movie. I didn't know really what to expect with this one, but it really did surprise me in a pleasant way, dude. I really did like Come to Daddy quite a bit, man. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this one. But this one is definitely worth checking out by far, man. I think it's definitely worth it, man. Yeah, definitely give this one a look, dude. Not bad. Then the only other thing I'm seeing over here is they do have the DVD of Hunter's Moon right here, baby, with Thomas Jane, Jay Moore, Sean Patrick Flannery. Nice. I love the cover here. Look at this. Something lurks within. Very nice. Tonight, it's gonna be a killer. Interesting. What is this about? Thomas Jane, when their parents leave town in their new country home, but within a gang of dangerous local boys. So it's basically, so is it a home invasion film, or is it a werewolf film, or is it a bit of both? Because clearly it's a werewolf film because there's a werewolf right there, but it's also a home invasion film, so it's kind of mixing both of those sort of horror subgenres together. Interesting. It's probably been done before. This is not anything new, mashing up the genres like this, but I mean, I love Thomas Jane, Jay Moore, Sean Patrick Flannery, all cool dudes. I get a little hesitant on the werewolf angle, and the reason why I do is because there's a lot of really not great werewolf movies. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of sort of cheapo crap out there, and there's only a handful of werewolf movies that are actually really good. See, it depends on how they portrayed the werewolf, the costume, whether they show it in shadow or whether it's you know, they do like an outright, you know, huge reveal stuff, how much of the gore and everything. But I would definitely give this a try, man. It definitely looks interesting, especially the cover, dude. Cover looks killer. I really like sort of the red in there. Looks nice, man. I definitely would give it a chance. Hunter's Moon, not bad, man. Definitely, I might give this a chance, dude. If you know anything about Hunter's Moon, definitely give it a go. It would be really funny if the werewolf was doing the home invasion. Just saying, it would. That would be the werewolf be like knocking on the door, be like, I can hear you, and I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Doubt that happens, but it'd be pretty funny though. Interesting. Definitely let me know what you guys think of that one. And just one more thing to show you guys over here is that they still have that Omen box set. They still have that Omen collection set, man. No one's bought it yet, dude. That's so weird, man. Like for $39.96, somebody should be buying that crap, dude. Nobody's buying it. Dude, somebody's missing out, dude. I'm telling you, man. Great movies in that. Great movies indeed, dude. And then I wanted to show off this Friday the 13th 8 movie collection. Now, I might have shown it off before here. It's $19.96, which is a really great price. It's 8 movie collection. But I wanted to show it off because I heard there's a rumor going on right now. And I don't even know if it's true. I have no idea, dude. That basically there is going to be another Friday the 13th box set coming out with all of the movies, with new special features, uncut, some of the movies in uncut editions. It's rumored that it's supposed to be Scream Factory, but I'm not really sure right now. There's been some minor confirmation rumor stuff, but Scream Factory hasn't come out and announced anything or nothing. I'm very curious. I do have that limited edition Friday the 13th box set, which is all sold out and out of print now, but I'm very curious to hear about what's going to happen with the Friday the 13th series, because it seems like every few years or so we definitely get another Friday the 13th box set, and they all say it's like the ultimate edition. It's the ultimate thing to buy and everything, and it's the be-all end-all. But if Scream Factory does it, it could be the be-all end-all one to pick up, man. I don't know for sure, but I'm definitely interested to see another edition out there in the collector world, and sort of see what it has to offer. I'd be definitely interested, man. But if you're only interested in like the first 8 movies, now these 8 movies here is basically the Paramount films. It doesn't include Jason Goes to Hell or Freddy vs. Jason, Jason X, that type of stuff. Some special features here, but I'd be very curious. You know me, guys, I'm a big fan of special features. So if they could do a lot of really new stuff with a box set, I may give in and check it out, man. But I would definitely be interested in it. Let me know what your interest is. Interesting, man, and interesting here. Not a lot of big releases that came out this week. A small number of indie titles and whatnot, but not bad overall, man. Glad I checked this place out. All right, let's head out. Even though it's more of a slower release week compared to maybe like last week or a couple of the other weeks that we've seen previously, I'm always curious to check out this Walmart because you never quite know what cool indie titles or other weird releases are coming out this week unless you check out more Walmarts, dude. And I've always said that out of all the places I go to, Walmart is one of the best, where they have these really weird and quirky movies that you're just never going to find anywhere else, man. And that's what I really love about coming in here, dude. I really honestly do, man. And they never disappoint. Even on a slow release week, we still find something new and interesting to check out. So I'm always really happy to check it out, dude. I always am, man. Like I said, they don't like me filming in here. Trust me. They look at me like I'm public enemy number one, and I avoid the store manager like the friggin' plague. But that being said, when I do get to film in here and show off the stuff, it's always really good, man. And the releases never disappoint. So you got to give them that, man. Nice selection, good variety, and some interesting surprises. Not half bad for this Walmart, guys. All right, now let's head to the next location. All right, everybody. We are at our third and final location. Well, I wish I could say we're going into the third and final location, because we're actually not. Now, I am at my Best Buy that I normally go into, guys. Now, I go into the mall area. The Best Buy is up there. I go into the mall area and I go inside, show you guys the releases Best Buy has. But Not now, because the whole mall has closed down. As you can see behind me, this is the parking lot area. The parking lot is completely bare bones empty. Over here, bare bones empty. The mall has closed because of the coronavirus. Best Buy was open for a short while. They were open for sort of business hours, 10 to 6, but you couldn't even go into the stores from what I heard. So now, apparently, because all non-essential places have closed down for the time being, Best Buy is one of those non-essential ones as far as I understand it. So, yeah, man. There's no going into Best Buy, at least the one that I'm here right now, guys. So, yeah. There's one other Best Buy in my area, so I'm going to go there and see if they're open, but this one is a bust, unfortunately, and I really love going in here. There's some really great, wonderful employees, people who really do a lot of hard work with their job and really are proud of their job, and they do a great job with the physical media, but yeah, for right now, there is no more Best Buy here, guys. I hate to say it, but it is the truth, man. Like I said, it's empty here, empty over here out top. No Best Buy opens. Mall's completely virtually dead. So, hate to say it, we may not be getting to Best Buy this week, but we'll try one more to check it out. Shame, but this is the effects of this virus. This is the closing of some really important places and people losing their jobs, unfortunately. All right. Well, let's see if we'll find the other Best Buy open. Check it out. All right, guys. Well, we are at the other Best Buy in my area, and as you can see, it is completely and utterly dead. This Best Buy is closed as well. I kind of had a feeling about it because I saw an article a couple days ago said that the Best Buys were going to be closed for the time being. I didn't quite know if that was true or not. I wanted to go see for myself. Well, I officially have. So, yeah. Best Buy is now officially closed till God knows when. I don't really know, guys. I feel really bad, honestly, for the workers. I feel really terrible for them losing their jobs, at least for the time being, and not being able to work and not having that income coming in. On top of that, you know, I just feel bad for the physical media at some of these places. Like 1917, I think, was supposed to have a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Well, now we don't have that anymore. We don't have that at all. That's now gone. You can order it online, but you know, you want to support the stores. What about next week with the Rise of Skywalker next week? There's exclusive steelbooks. There's other stuff that Best Buy is doing. What about that? That's all gone now. I mean, again, you can order it online, but you know, what about these stores who, you know, they've had these commitments for months and months and months now, and with this happening, now it's all gone. It's a real shame, guys. It honestly is a real shame, and I just feel bad for this. I don't know when this is going to end, man. So, for the time being, in the out and about videos, there will be no Best Buy, at least for now, guys. I hate to say it. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's out of my control. It really honestly is. So there will be no more Best Buy visits, at least for the time being, until this virus gets better, until we overcome this and these stores get back to normal, whenever that will be. But in the meantime, order online. If you want those exclusives, order online. That's maybe the only chance you'll get, guys. But yeah, so there's a car here that's trying to see if Best Buy is open, but it ain't open. But it's a shame, guys. So unfortunately, Best Buy is, for the time being. It's a real shame. I hate to say it, but it's all done. All right, let's head out. All right, everybody. That'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And, you know, I think more than ever, I think it's really important to do these videos. And I'm serious, man. I'm honestly dead serious about that. Because even though physical media is not the most important thing in the world right now. It's all about this virus. It's all about testing. It's all about making sure people don't get sick, or the people who are sick, for them to get better and stay alive, and for this economy to come back, and for stores to reopen. All of that is the first high priority, and it needs to be. But we still can't forget the things that we love and care about at the same time. And, honestly, I do worry about what the movie landscape is going to be when this is all said and done, where physical media is going to be, how it's going to be affected with these stores. There's so many unpredictable factors that are going on right now. And, the one thing that I've dealt with in all the time so far doing these videos, and yeah, I've had some scuffles with managers from time to time at these different stores, but at the end of the day, it all comes up about promoting the physical media, showing off the physical media, and telling people this is what these stores have, these are the exclusives that they offer, and it's up to you to decide where you want to spend your hard-earned money. I like showing off the physical media and caring about the physical media. And it's not about getting rich, or it's not about getting famous, because I'm not famous on YouTube and I'm barely making any money off of YouTube as it is, anyways. So it's not about that. It's about the love of physical media. It's about caring about these stores and caring about the fact that these copies are still there for the consumer to buy. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember that people are home right now being quarantined. They're right now unsure of what's going on in the world, and sometimes showing off these movies and saying, hey, there's some cool stuff out there to pick up and watch and enjoy, and maybe take your mind off of something for a couple hours. I think these are important to show off, and it's important to support these stores when all this is said and done, because at the end of the day, when all of this virus stuff is said and done, we still have to go back to an economy. We have to go back to a world again where, you know, these manufacturing companies and these places are making these editions and making these discs, and are unsure whether or not people are going to buy it now. And we have to still go out there and support these places and really make sure that our voice is being heard, of still having this out there in the public consciousness. And I think so what's important for us to still, sound that horn for physical media and really, still be a champion for it. And that's why I still feel these videos are incredibly important to make. Amid all of the crisis that's happening, I really do feel it's important for physical media in general, man. I mean, there's so much, as I said, unpredictability that's really going on in this world today. So much that's happening, man. And I mean, right now, there's no telling of what's going to happen in this world from one day to the next. I mean, I've been seeing so many sales from these companies like Severin and Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow, and everybody's going out of their way to have these sales, to be like, okay, we don't know when this is going to end. We don't know what's going to happen with the postal service. We don't know, you know, uh, when the states are gonna, come back to normal. And a lot of these companies and a lot of these places are just very nervous about where the economy is going to be and what's going to happen with the world, and if these entities are going to survive. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about the theaters or these physical media chains. We just don't know. I mean, I've seen articles online about how AMC theaters may not survive this. I've seen how certain companies, indie video stores, and some of these sort of indie boutique labels may not survive. I've seen so many articles about it, and I don't want that to happen, man. And so I feel it's important. It's more important than ever to really get out there and really support these places, and make sure that when all this is said and done, that we still have their backs. And and you guys know me. I support them 100%. But, it's important to still show the media. It's still important to show these movies and to show these editions and get the word out to people, because at the end of the day, we can't forget about the things that we love and enjoy and the passion that we have among a crisis that's going on. We want to save our lives, we want to save the world and save the economy, but we can't forget about the things that make us happy. And I'm trying to do that the best I can among all this, guys. I really honestly am. So if you're with me in supporting physical media, definitely let me know, guys. Definitely let me know in a big bad way. You might not be buying a lot of stuff now if you're laid off of your job, if you're quarantining right now, but in the future, when all this is over and we get back to some sort of normalcy, you know, these physical media giants, these people that are really trying to keep it alive, will really need our support. So, I just feel it's very important to still really, really ring that bell and really still be a huge supporter of it. And I am doing my best to do that, guys. So, hopefully you are too. Hopefully you got something good this week. If not, hopefully you're sitting at home quarantining and catching up on a lot of stuff, man. And by the way, there has been a lot of really mega sales as of late, dude. As I said earlier, man, like everybody's doing sales up the ass, dude. So hopefully you're taking advantage of something, man. I definitely did. So things are coming in the mail within a week to 2 weeks, give or take. So I'm definitely looking forward to some of the cool stuff that's coming my way for sure, man. In the meantime, I hope you guys have picked up something good. As far as I'm concerned, well, I did get one package in the mail from Diabolic DVD. Boy, do I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. This is a collector's edition release, and it's a movie from the 80s that I love the crap out of, man. I remember in my younger years watching this and loving it. Huge fan of video games, and this sort of, especially early video games like Nintendo and Super Nintendo. So this really is one of those movies where it was like, oh, dude, like it's a cool like coming of age tale, but it's got cool video games, and I was all about that when I was a kid. So I have not seen this movie in years, dude, and when they announced it, I was like, this is an instant buy. It had to be. It's never been in the collection, but god damn it, it had to be there. So, yes, I picked up this, guys. This one title this week, but it's one that I'm so happy to get by far, man. But you guys will not get to find out exactly what I picked up until my Blu-ray pickup video, which will drop towards sometime next month. It'll show off all the pickups that I got for the month of March. And it's going to be a smallish haul, but a lot of really cool variety. Collector's editions, limited editions, retro titles, a lot of really cool stuff. As you guys know, I pick up a lot of really strange, bizarre, and unique, interesting titles, and this month will definitely not disappoint for sure, guys. So definitely stay tuned to that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Thank you for the honest support that you guys give me. Thank you so much. I really do honestly appreciate the support that you've given me, watching the videos, commenting, subscribing, really going out of your way to give the channel love and to give me love, and I really hope that I do my best for you guys. So if you like how I talk about movies and physical media, definitely hit subscribe, become part of the Film Fan Nation, and keep up to date with everything I'm doing through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. And before I do go, I just want to say, again, a big thank you for your patience and understanding, guys, through all of this. I really, honestly do thank you guys so much. The reason being is because I've been meaning to release more videos, but I've just had to deal with a lot of personal things in my life, dealing with this virus, stuff with my mother, things I'm trying to do with my girlfriend. On top of that, I'm actually still working. I still am working a 40-plus hour work week. In my job, I am considered essential. So I'm still out there working among the public. So I'm not quarantining, 24 hours at my home. I'm out still working. I'm trying to do stuff the best I can on top of trying to edit the videos and trying to, figure things out. Uh, so trust me, thank you for the patience. I really appreciate it. You will be getting the January pickup video this upcoming weekend. I promise you guys, you will get it. I've just been backlogged with a lot of things that have been going on in my life. So unfortunately, things had to settle down a little bit before I could pick back up and edit things and do stuff. So you will get more videos, I promise, guys. It's just been a little bit of lagging behind with all of the craziness that's been going on as of late. So I really appreciate your patience in a big bad way. And at the same time, I'm trying to really figure out where the channel really goes from here, since there's no going to the movies anymore. There's no doing the theatrical reviews. Obviously, I have the pickup videos that I'll be putting out, but I'm thinking of, like, obviously possibly a Blu-ray collection video. Let me know what you guys think about that. Is that something you'd be interested in? I was sort of thinking of doing that later in the year, but I may speed up the timeline on that. On top of that, there's a couple of box sets that I got a while back, which I I never got around to actually showing you guys. So maybe those are videos that I will do as well. Maybe do some retro reviews as well of the collection and stuff. So there's a lot of things I'm sort of thinking of at this point, but definitely let me know your feedback on all of that. And again, thank you for continuing to support the channel and continue to support what I do. I really appreciate it so much, guys. It really means the world to me that I'm still doing this and still on YouTube, and that you guys even want to watch half of the things that I do or even talk about. So thank you so much for the support, dude. Thank you honestly from the bottom of my heart so much, guys. And I will be back next week, hopefully, for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.